Quita.
Hey.
So I'm an embroidery artist, and I look at this detail. Oh, this is, I like this. When we were young, we played with that like a Chinese plastic toy, and then this reminds me of the childhood memory somehow, and I like it. And I used to like Lego. I still like Lego too, and then we managed to make something out of what we have. So, like you have a yellow, blue, red colors, but you want to build some tree. So you don't have enough colors to shape the Lego blocks, but you try to make something out of what you have. And I like that process, and I can enjoy the same process in embroidery. So I like embroidery.
Very
That
cool.
makes sense?
Makes perfect sense, man.
Texture. Each material has each uniqueness. So combining them together is interesting. But recently I started to draw too. Embroidery takes too much time to make, so to express my emotion just like now, I needed a different way of creating. So I started to use old pastel, and when I draw something, I try not to think anything. I just try to cut the relationship with my brain and my thoughts, and just let my hands draw. But it's difficult. My brain cannot stop thinking. The foam colors, my brain started to think, this must be sad, this must be happy, or something like that. And then at the end, I decide the destination of my painting, and then I name the title. For example, this one is Disrespect. New York, I have a good one. I would like to see this. I paint this one 2 days ago. After I arrived in New York, I saw one homeless guy in metro, and he was screaming that like bullshit about the politicians, and he said, when my freeze finish, blah 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 blah. And then I got inspiration from that. So the background here is in New York. This is a Central Park. This is a town. This is a port. And then it's apple, but the face is started to in English, damaged. Yes. And this represents the politicians of New York or the whole of the world. And the homeless guy killed these politicians, and he screamed, "This is the day when my freeze finished." And this is that kind of painting I draw. Drawing, I can express my emotion instantly, like that. And after that, I'm planning to make an embroidery out of this kind of paintings. Somehow I want to tell the message to the world, how I think about the world, so that we can communicate in a deeper level of conversation, I believe. This is the way I feel the world, and people can see my work, and they can feel how they can compare with how they see the world. And then if I hear they think, I can compare with what they think about what I think to the word. Beyond some language conversation. And I don't know, I'm very interested in this kind of, it's just curiosity. Wow, it really depends on the situation, so I cannot tell like one specific one, but before I start embroidery, I need a certain plan, like what's the design and what's the centimeter and how many beads I need, because the materials are limited. So do I need enough beads or not? I have to do this, so I need a certain plan. But this is not interesting. It's like a calculation. This is not what I want to do. So first I make a drawing with just my emotion, and then after that I be more realistically think about this design works as an embroidery plan or not. And I do a lot of this, and then when I pick one, I try to do that. So there's so many other ideas that I throw away to go to the next stage as an embroidery plan. Does that make sense? Yeah, like there's a filter. So many ideas, but only a few can go through the next. And then because the embroidery takes time, so it has to be it will work. I need a certain confidence to pursue it. Okamoto Taro is a Japanese artist, and he's not a famous at all internationally, but in Japan, many of them, most of the Japanese people knows about him. His works as dynamic, and he expresses emotion very well with colors and shape. He was influenced by Picasso. I think he met Picasso at the time. Familiar with Japanese folk art. So he was one of the guy who introduced Asian Japanese culture into the Japanese art education. He kind of changed the textbook of the art in Japan. He's a very interesting Japanese artist, and I'm very influenced by him.
Where in your life, when in your life, how did art come about? Were you always an artist?
Oh, no. I started calling myself artist just 6 months ago. For that, I don't know. Maybe it's different, sorry. But my art story. I don't know. It started to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So I especially in the beginning, I don't know. Maybe it was just a curiosity as a child, or it was a curiosity as an artist. I don't know. It was a very tiny thing, and it gradually becomes bigger and bigger. And now I feel that this is a curiosity as an artist, but I don't know when it was started.
Very cool.